Hey Shania, how you doing? I see you got your work up here. Let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, I've got that image up right there because I've got the other one right here. So we're kind of trying to get, there we go, perfect. Okay, so I think it's a good start. I think it's a really good start. Now, one of the things that you're going to notice here is that when you start really looking for detail, is when this thing is really going to start coming together. Okay, what do I mean by detail? Well, we take a look at this area right here. The first thing we're going to look at is contrast. So let's take a look at this area and see where the contrast is that doesn't exist in this image. And we can clearly see it around the eyes. There needs to be contrast here. My recommendation is to add a thin stroke around the eyes, digital eye makeup as it were. Don't be afraid to add eyelashes too. And then these little lines right here, these are called expression lines, and they would be, let me show you some examples where expression lines would be there. Here's a wrinkle right here, a little bit of a circle, eye bag right there, some kind of the nose right there, there. These little marks that are kind of identifying the creases in the face. You want to identify all of those, but you don't really necessarily want to do so just with a black line. Try to use a variable width stroke and see what you can come up with. Take a look at the shadows inside the mouth right there. That adds enormous volume and dimension. So you want to depict those, okay? Then we have the hair. The hair is definitely there. This guy's not a cue ball. We can definitely see he's got stubble there. So we want to try to figure out a way to add the stubble in the hair. Texture in the eyelashes. Ear folds look pretty good, but we definitely want to get that contrast in the eyes and then get some shadow play in here, definitely. You want to depict these shadow highlights areas to a very high degree, not only in the face itself, but also in the clothing. And that's really going to be the difference between this being an okay illustration and being an outstanding illustration is when you can get things like this. See that little crease right there? Those little creases right there, these little folds right here, all of that stuff gets some detail in the badge and the buttons. And really when you start getting those folds, and this is a shadow, this is a highlight area right here, here's a shadow down here, here's a highlight, shadow, shadow. Once you start getting all that stuff in place, this is really going to start coming together. So and take a look at those glasses. So look at all the reflections in the glasses. Right? Those are all going to add depth, dimension, and volume to the piece. And I think that right now, I think it's a good, solid start, but we definitely want to start adding shadow and highlight areas. It's the difference between an okay and an illustration and an outstanding illustration is the depiction of light. And we do so, of course, by changing values and contrast associated with the highlight and shadow areas of any given portrait. So you definitely want to work those in. Keep looking at the tutorials, keep getting ideas, and I think you'll be okay. But we definitely need to start adding minute, intricate details. Okay, and since I think that's the only one that's been submitted thus far. Yeah, so we'll take it from there. But if you have any questions on the process at all, please let me know. Things like those little folds in the neck right there, they're going to add tremendous movement, and it's going to work. I promise you. I'm telling you the truth. Okay, so just keep working it. I'll tell you what. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. I'll be glad to make any necessary clarifications. Thank you very much.